Hey y'all, my name is Kehlani Jones and today I'm going to be teaching you how to kick. So this is something that is used in soccer as well as other sports as well, kickball, all of that good stuff. So you first want to start off with the ready position. In this you want to make sure your eyes are on the target, knees are bent, you want to make sure that you are facing towards your target, and you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. So it would look something similar to like this. See how my knees are a little bit bent and my target is this way, so I look that way. The next step is the action part. In this, you want to step. You want to step with step towards the object that you are kicking, and you also want to make sure that you're stepping with the opposing foot of your kicking foot. So if I wanted to kick with my right foot, which is what I do in soccer, I would step with my left, and then, obviously that means that you would be kicking with your right. And then next you want to leap. And this you want to leap with the non-kicking foot and place the foot besides the ball. So, for example, let's see if I can kind of move it down a little bit. So, for example, if I was going to kick with my right, like I said, I'll use my shoe as a demonstration. I would want to, I don't even know if you can see the shoe, but I would want to go like this. And I would want to make sure that I'm stepping and that my foot is now on the side of the ball and my foot is like this, the kicking foot. And after this is the kick part. And this you want to make sure that your foot makes contact with the ball just below the center. So in soccer we would call this a sweet spot, but it's basically right underneath the ball kind of. And that is just so it can get height. And then you also want to use the top of your foot, making sure you don't use your toe because that could really hurt. And then it's also called the shoelaces. And you want to make sure that you use the laces. And this just helps for the ball to get into the air. Or you can also use the side of your foot. This is a technique used when you want to pass. So let's see. So this is the side and this is the top. So those are the two different ways that you can kick the ball. And the next part is a follow through. And this you want to make sure that the kicking foot and the body continues towards the target, making sure that you get all or most of your momentum. And then you also want to make sure that your legs and arm are in opposition. So once again, it would look something like this. And then I would kick like that. But when you kick, you want to kind of make sure that you're doing like a leap. So like that. I'll do it once again for you. So I'm kicking, leap, and like that. And that is kicking. I'm going to be teaching you punting. This is something that is used in football, rugby, and a few other sports. And the first thing that you want to start off with is the ready position. And this you want to make sure that your eyes are on the target, your knees are bent, and you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, and you want to make sure that the ball is held in front of you. So it would look something similar to this, but the ball would be in my hand. So it would look something like this. And my eyes are on the target. And then the next step is the leaping step. And this you want to leap on the non-punting foot. So if I wanted to kick with my right foot, then I would be leaping on my left foot. And then you also want to make sure it is in the direction of the punt or in the direction of the way that you want to make the punt. And also in this step, you want to make sure that the punting foot is off the ground and behind the body. So it would look something like this. See how my foot is like up and how it's not on the ground? So it would look like that. And then next you want to drop and punt the ball. And this you want to drop the ball from the ball or the object from your waist height. So from here, like how we were holding it earlier, and you want to drop the ball, and then you want your shoelaces to make contact with the ball. So it would look something genuinely like this. I'm dropping the ball and I kick it like this. Once again, dropping and kicking. And the last part is a follow through part. And this you want to make sure your punting leg and your opposite arm continue in the direction of the punt. So it would look something similar to like this. So I punt and go. So once again, I punt the ball and I go. And that is just to make sure that you get the most momentum as possible so you can get the most amount of distance and height as possible. So that is how you punt.